Everyone loves a good underdog story, and no movie captures that better than Rocky. Right from the start, I want to be clear. I absolutely recommend that you watch Rocky. Today, I'm going to give you a quick summary of the movie, introduce the main characters and actors, point out some of the movie's biggest strengths, show a short clip, and explain why this film still matters almost 50 years later. Rocky was released in 1976, directed by John G. Avildsen, and it was written by and stars Sylvester Stallone. The story follows Rocky Balboa, a small-time boxer living in the tough neighborhoods of Philadelphia. Out of nowhere, Rocky gets the chance of a lifetime to fight the heavyweight champion of the world, Apollo Creed. But the movie isn't just about boxing or winning a title. It's really about self-respect, when believing in yourself when nobody else does, and proving you have what it takes, even if no one else thinks so. The heart of this movie is Rocky Balboa, played by Sylvester Stallone. Rocky is rough around the edges but has a huge heart, and Stallone plays him in such a real, relatable way. Then there's Adrienne Panino, played by Talia Shire. She's shy, awkward, and sweet, and she gives Rocky the emotional support he desperately needs. Apollo Creed, played by Carl Weathers, is the flashy, confident heavyweight champ, and he's honestly the perfect contrast to Rocky's quiet determination. And finally, there's Mickey Goldmill, played by Burgess Meredith, who's Rocky's tough old trainer. Mickey's gruff, but deep down he believes in Rocky just as much as we do. One of the biggest strengths of Rocky is the emotional storytelling. This movie isn't just about a boxing match, it's about believing in yourself no matter how many times life beats you down. Another huge strength is how real the characters feel. They're not perfect, they're not superheroes, they feel like people you could actually meet, and that makes their struggles even more powerful. Also, the movie has some of the most iconic scenes and music in film history. When you hear Gonna Fly Now playing during Rocky's training montage, it's impossible not to feel pumped up. If I had to point out a weakness, I'd say the pacing can be slow, especially at the beginning. Some things drag a little before the action really picks up, but honestly, once the story gets going, you barely notice it. Before I show you the clip, let me tell you about it real quick. This is the famous training montage where Rocky pushes himself harder than ever before. He runs through the streets of Philadelphia, works out like crazy, and finally reaches the top of the steps at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. It's a turning point. This is the moment where we see that Rocky truly believes he's ready for the fight of his life.
You're gonna kill him!
This scene captures everything Rocky stands for: hard work, self-belief, and refusing to give up. Even though Rocky hasn't stepped into the ring yet, in this moment, he's already a champion because he's fought through all his doubts and fears. That's why I picked this clip. It's not just iconic, it's the heart of the whole movie. In the end, I 100% recommend seeing Rocky. If you love underdog stories, if you love movies that make you feel motivated, or if you just want to see where one of the most famous movie franchises of all time started, Rocky is a must-watch. It's perfect for people who appreciate movies about perseverance, hard work, and chasing dreams no matter what. So, to wrap it all up, Rocky isn't just a classic sports movie, it's a movie about heart. It reminds you that even when life knocks you down, you have the strength to get back up. And honestly, who couldn't use a little inspiration like that?